Yo, 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 what is up? Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Friday Night Live. Officially on Friday this time, which is pretty amazing because we had a string of Saturday Night Lives, which, obviously can't say that because I'll get DMCA takedowns. We are back on Friday, so welcome everyone. Thank you for joining me. I hope you had a wonderful week. Our week was trying to get back to normal after being super sick the week before, and I was working on a really fun new Spider-Man Brand New Day parody trailer, which will be coming out tomorrow morning right at 8 a.m. It was really fun to shoot. It was a collaboration with Lucas Carson, Lboy Carson here on YouTube. So check out his channel. He does a bunch of Spider-Man stuff, fan films, all that type of thing. And yes. I am very excited for tonight. We have a super fun bad movie bingo tonight. So if you want to watch a fun bad movie, it's one we tried to watch before, and I think we can get away from the copyright this time. Hopefully. Cross your fingers. But yes, so tonight we've got a bunch of different things to talk about. We're going to do a little bit of catch up with the movie trailers. Some new stuff is coming out, and wow. Let's jump in, of course, to some more current events. Yay! All right. So this week, if you haven't seen it, I actually released 2 long-form videos, which I highly encourage you to watch after this, if you can, or if you are so inclined to. The Reckless Ben case versus Bricks and Minifigs, and the stolen $200,000 Lego, which is hotly debated. Is it 100,000? Is it 150,000? Is it 100 million? Who knows at this point? There was some crazy stuff that came out this week, as per usual. It seems like every week there's something insane about Bricks and Minifigs. What's up, Cool Master? How's it going, everyone? So glad to see all of you. Yeah, you fell asleep during the Panda Fighter. That's funny because that's the shortest movie we ever watched. Did you see the one Sheldon had, or B? I'm not quite sure what that question's asking. But yes, we are going to recap some Reckless Ben stuff, talk about some new stuff that I didn't get a chance to watch last week on the stream, because if you didn't know, Reckless Ben actually has 2 channels, and he did release a new-ish video on his other channel that we didn't get a chance to watch last week. So we'll watch it this week, talk about it a little bit, and yeah, what's up, Zay? How's it going? Yeah, before we get into anything else, though, I want to talk about this. So if you guys have seen my newest long form video that came out on Thursday, some new body cam footage was released of the CEO of Bricks and Minifigs, Ammon McNeff, as well as his brother, the COO, Matt McNeff, talking to the police. It was the Orem police, and then some of it was the Provo police, saying some things that I cannot believe. I think we just need, yes, the unhinged video. It's not the one that Sheldon had. This is the one that Ben had. And I know I kind of talked about this, touched on it, but honestly, I want to watch it with all of you, and I want to get your thoughts, because I have some additional thoughts on this. And just watch.
Taking my body camera off and setting it down for a second so I can use the bathroom. You shouldn't be doing this stuff, right? You know what I mean? All 5 of them should be charged. Right.
Basically what they're saying now is not only should we put Ben in jail for forever for trying to serve these court papers, we should put all 5 of his team members in jail for trying to take you guys to court. You guys don't deserve to go to court, and anyone that tries to take you to court, we're going to put them in jail indefinitely.
And before we continue, Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already.
Started threatening to kill some of the staff. And so they're just like, hey, if you don't, we're gonna kill you if you don't give this guy his money back and all this other stuff and like all these things. And so we're like, dude, like you guys have to go through the appropriate legal channels. This guy has nothing to do with it other than he just gets off on making videos and like if you look him up again, he goes by the name of YouTube, and he films himself doing illegal things all the time.
I like that that's redacted, like we don't already know it's Reckless Ben's YouTube channel. But at the same time, what are they talking about? He's saying Ben came in and threatened to hurt them and whatever. Now, he has to be talking about that video that we've seen 100 times of Ben confronting Ammon McNeff in front of the Bricks and Minifigs corporate office. That's where he claimed to the police initially that he said, oh, he's going to blow up the building and attack people and whatever. Obviously, he didn't do any of that, but that's what was said. Now we're hearing not only additional lies on top of that, but he's telling a different department that this happened, and they're spinning it in a way to say that it happened in a store, and they've been attacking their franchise storefronts. That's not just he came to my office and said, if you don't give me money, I'll attack you, which is a lie, of course. We have seen the footage. We've seen the footage. He never says anything like that. This is about to take it to a completely new level.
And then he gets his videos taken down, do all sorts of research on him. That's what we're dealing with, is a guy who, like, honest to goodness, he's a sociopath.
Okay.
As we've done some additional, searches on him, he has, it appears that a relative of his...
Okay, so Ben is not a sociopath, okay? He's just not. Look up look up the Urban Dictionary definition of sociopath. I don't care. Just use the definition that your grandma made up, right? It doesn't matter. Whatever definition you use, Ben is not that. You know who is that? You know who's projecting that onto Ben? Who has two thumbs and looks like a cartoon villain? This guy.
Of his, because he's originally from Ohio and then he moved to LA. Some relative of his with the same name, that, like, based on what we can piece together, was convicted of child porn or child sexual contact, some of these other types of things. So there's a very real chance that he may have been abused as a child, but that set him through a mental disorder, kind of whatever the case may be. He's clearly a sociopath and does not care about the system.
My whole
I think we've graduated here, guys. I think that we've graduated from, I want this stupid YouTuber to stop harassing me and asking me to give things back that I stole. We've graduated from that to freaking college courses in how to verbally attack someone and slander someone. To say it's much more than that. We just got a comment that says just because the relative did illegal trash doesn't mean Ben does. It's not about that. It's not about that. And I think it's hard to describe, but if you're an adult, especially if you're a man, I mean, obviously women can understand this too, for sure. Absolutely, for sure. But if you are absolutely in your right mind, you're in the right, you're correct in this situation, and then the person that you have exposed for lying is so desperate, goes full cage tiger, okay? And then tries to straight up Siegfried and Roy you, which, if you don't know that story, his tiger attacked him, even though he said he was like having a stroke or something, and then the tiger saved him by biting him. That's a wild story for a different day. To be so backed into a corner that you are willing to claim that this person is trying to do the right thing, get someone's stolen property back, do the right thing because they were harmed as a child? This is not a person that should be tried. This is not a person that should be arrested. This is not a person that deserves to lose their business. This is literally, to me, okay, feel free to put it in the comments if you think I'm wrong. This, to me, it's worse, but it's close to like the woman that says she's pregnant because her boyfriend wants to break up. The amount of demonic manipulation of other people means that you do not belong in a civilized society. A lot of people are watching this body cam and they're like, oh, yeah, well, we know he's an idiot. We know he's a jerk. He's lying. It's like, that came out of his, I've said this before, that heinous, evil, disgusting lie came out of his mouth so easily that I can almost guarantee he has said something like this before. Excuse me. Honestly, to me, this is much more than a guy is lying to save his business. This is much more than defamation. Because there are some things, okay, there are some things, and I'm not trying to get philosophical with everyone, but I think you know what I mean. There are some things in this life, just in life, in the world, that you can say about a person that will, to a degree, ruin them forever. Now, where I think Ben kind of won't experience this is we're about to watch, he completely debunks it. And Ammon McNeff has been lying like crazy constantly. So nobody really believes him anyway. So I think Ben will kind of get out of this unscathed. It'll be fine. The problem is there are people that will see this. And especially if Ben was just kind of a nobody, if he didn't have a huge YouTube channel, if he wasn't exposing all of this and we hadn't seen Ammon McNeff lying before, there would be a large percentage of people that would be like, oh, yeah, well, he is a little bit weird. Maybe something did happen to him. Maybe he is a weirdo. Now you're not trying to save your business. You're trying to destroy someone. You are trying to socially destroy someone. And this goes for anything. If you accuse someone of something like this, your dating pool gets smaller. Your friends often leave. People that you thought you knew will just turn their backs on you. There are certain things that, whether they're true or not, will become stigmas. And that's what he is trying to create for Ben. He's trying to create this potential image in people's minds of Ben being mentally like unstable, being this sociopath, being this evil guy because he was hurt as a child. What are we supposed to do with this? Like that, like this this man that like I don't even, to be honest with you, I don't even know what he deserves. But I can tell you that I I do not believe that this type of person that says these types of things belongs in a civilized society. I don't care what you gotta do with them, ship them off to the raft or something, I don't know, but Marvel fans, you'll get that. Um, but seriously, like, what do you do with a person like this? Because here's the truth.
Family's like pretty close, and I'm like 99.999999999% sure that's not true. But if it is true, I would like to know who that is. So, because I would, that's probably important information for me if there is someone in my family that's like that. But just a really quick update. I think we found the guy that Ammon's talking about.
Athens man is sentenced after he was found guilty of 110 felony counts for recording and distributing child pornography from his home. Benjamin Schneider is sentenced to 8 years in prison.
So yeah, I guess this guy also got charged in Ohio, and he has a very similar name to me. It's actually the exact same name as me. And maybe he thought that this person was me. Maybe that explains why he's saying I have been arrested multiple times. I mean, clearly this person is not me. I mean, but also,
It was just some guy. It was just some guy from the same state. Not the same town, not the same family, just some guy from the same state. Do you know how big Ohio is? It's not like the biggest state in the frickin' union or whatever, but like it's pretty big. There's a lot of people there. And I'm sure there's a lot of weirdos statistically. Reckless Ben is not the same guy as this guy. So let me tell you what I think happened. I think that Ammon did a really quick Google search on Ben Schneider and brought up this guy, didn't read it, didn't look at the picture, didn't look at any of the information. He just said, oh, this guy was convicted of this. That must be the same guy. Actually, I'll tell you exactly what I think happened. I think that the information may not have been Ammon's fault. Here's what I mean. I think that Ammon McNeff is the type of person that does all of his research via ChatGPT, which means if he just says, tell me everything you can about Ben Schneider from Ohio, ChatGPT is going to spout off some crap like, oh, well, this man is a YouTuber and he's done this, this, and this, and he's also exposing you for being a complete moron. Also, he may have allegedly done this and was convicted of this. Because ChatGPT is not the be-all, end-all wisdom of the universe, okay? ChatGPT is great. I actually really like ChatGPT. I think it's fun to talk to and bounce ideas off of for YouTube and whatever. It can also do some very light research for you that you then have to be like, are you sure this is correct? And about 1 out of 3 times, it's like, oh yeah, I actually was wrong about that. Literally, I have caught ChatGPT saying things like, this movie was made this year. And I'm like, no, it wasn't. What are you talking about? What is your source? And then it's like, oh, haha, you're right. It was actually made 30 years before this. So if you get all your info off of ChatGPT, some of it's going to be wrong. That's how it is. And I'm betting you that's exactly what happened. And I'm betting you that's how he mounted his legal defense. How else would you get a definition of extortion or a definition of stealing that's like, well, we had to know it was in the store. Okay, well, we just proved that you knew it was in the store. Oh, well, you stole it. How you come up with that stuff unless your whole life is just in ChatGPT? I'm telling you. Anyway. Wow. Wow. Okay.
So maybe Ammon's not the smartest person in the world, so maybe he thought that we were the same person. I don't know, but this is the closest I was able to find of what Ammon could be talking about.
We know this guy's a sociopath, and so we are very afraid for our staff.
We know.
And these guys coming in, they've threatened people before. They don't care about the law, right?
Right.
And that's what makes us very scared, is because
They don't care about the law. That's why they went through all of the proper legal channels, which is what Ammon complained about earlier in this footage that we just watched. Oh, they don't care about the law. They don't care about legality. Yes, they do. He immediately took his footage that he took of you lying to the police station. He's going through all the proper channels. The problem is the proper channels, like you, are screwing him and trying to socially destroy him and ostracize him, saying that he was abused and that's why now he's a sociopath because he wants to help an old man get his frickin' Legos back. What the frick, dude? What is wrong with these people? You know what? Send them somewhere. Send them somewhere where they'll put up with this stuff, like Russia, communist China, North Korea. Put them on a boat somewhere. Go for it. You and the whole Bricks and Minifigs team. Do some team building exercises in North Korea. See how that works out for you. You know, he's not a good liar, but he's a pathological liar, so maybe he can get in unscathed. I don't know. I don't know. That's the second time I've used the word unscathed. It's rare when I get to use it, but it's a real nice word. Anyway, there's one more thing in this body cam that I want to watch.
again, like, do I? And I'm kind of asking a serious question. In your opinion, would you go get a shotgun and bring it in the store?
He keeps asking.
What?
You're the police officers. You think it's a good idea that we should have guns to defend ourselves next time Reckless Ben comes in, right? I think what he's trying to do is, because Josh Johnson said he was going to shoot us just for trying to serve him.
This, by the way, was a part that I didn't include in the long form video. I talked about it a little bit. So if you go and watch the video, this is stuff that I wasn't able to put in.
Papers.
Holy crap, dude. Wait, hold on. This is insane. So he's basically asking, hey, officers, do you think it's a good idea for me to have a gun, a shotgun, in case this guy comes around again? So he can get the okay from the police officer. Yeah. So he's like, hey, the officer said I can, insinuating that he can kill you.
Well, the police officers when they told me to do this, like, I'm just within my rights. He was trying to kill me and I'm just defending myself. Yeah, he's trying to come up with a reason to justify murdering us, I think, which...
This is actually insane.
Yeah, it's a little scary, but...
In a situation like this where some people we feel like are in danger.
I personally encourage people who are able to carry legally to carry.
Okay, so that's basically all the footage. After
I'm really just I'm in a spot where I'm shocked by this footage. Like the Joshua Johnson leaked body cam footage was, I mean, I guess it was shocking. We had an idea that he was like lying and colluding with the police, and then the body cam sort of confirmed that. This is one of the most out of left field things that I've ever seen. This is freaking foul ball at the MLB Major League Series. This is wild. This is something that I don't even know. Asking a police officer and making it like it's a Second Amendment thing so that you can blast away a customer, blast away somebody who's trying to get their money back that you took. I mean, literally, he was trying to get permission to take Ben out. He literally, on body cam, asks a police, and I'm using literally in the literal sense of the word. He literally just asked an officer on body camera if it was okay if they had weapons in their store to attack this man if he comes into their store. Because he was abused as a child and now he's a sociopath. I'm sorry, you're suing Ben for defamation? Here's the big thing, okay? And feel free to put this in the comments, okay? Feel free to tell me this in the comments. Do you think there is anyone that is on the Bricks and Minifigs side? Because you know, you watch this stuff, you watch some of these situations and you're like, okay, I see both sides, right? Amber Heard's a freak, but you know, there are still people that support her. Johnny Depp isn't necessarily in the right either. If you remember that trial, the Johnny Depp versus Amber Turd, some great memes came out of that. But like, there were people on both sides, right? If it's like a convicted murderer or something, you know, people are on the side of the family, whatever. This is a situation where, like, in theory, I would think there would be people that would be on Bricks and Minifigs' side and would be able to see their perspective. But in this case, with everything that's happened, who would be on their side? What type of person would be on their side? Like, elderly people that hate YouTubers? Like, are those the people? Because we are at the point where you cannot give these people the benefit of the doubt. There is no benefit of the doubt for these people. Like, everything that they've said has been proven as a lie. Everything that they've done is disgusting and absolutely abhorrent to the point that these people should not be in a civilized society. They need to be sent somewhere. I'm telling you, I'm lobbying for North Korea. I think that the entire Bricks and Minifigs executive team should open their next corporate branch in North Korea. I'm serious. See what happens. It could be called McNeff and Me, right? It could be a sitcom that takes place in North Korea with the McNeffs and, like, I don't know, throw in like a stupid kid or something for comedy. You got a show, dude. You got a show. It's great. Yeah, I mean, you guys can tell me what you think in the comments. I really, wow. Yeah. But what was Ammon McNeff talking about when he was talking about Reckless Ben going into stores and tricking employees and whatever, falsifying whatever? What was he talking about? Well, on the Ben Schneider channel, which is Reckless Ben's second channel, he released a video called Simply Asking for Our Legos Back Caused This. And this is some slightly edited, but less edited footage of him initially confronting the new store manager of the Salem, Oregon store, where these Legos initially went missing. We didn't get a chance to watch this on the last stream, so we're going to watch it now. But let me get to some comments real quick. We truly are in such a fallen world. It's not going to be better until our Lord and Savior comes back. That's right. Ewan McGregor is Obi-Wan Kenobi. I once asked ChatGPT if Sinister Snips would be a good name for a lobster. Dude, Sinister Snips is a sick name for a lobster. But if you're cooking them, I don't know. Do you want to name them? They like scream and stuff. It's kind of sad. I don't know. I don't make my own lobster because it makes me feel sad for them. Lackeys, paid off ignoramuses, everyone who will lose free money. Yep. Nuts that he Nuts that he thinks he can just kill someone in self-defense. It's not even how it works, dude. It's literally not even how it works. Because, like, okay, imagine this. Imagine, so it's super morbid, but imagine that happens. Imagine Ben goes into a Bricks and Minifig store. The franchisee knows his face, and he's like, hey, so I was just curious if I could have a minute of your time. Boom! Oh. That's some interesting camera footage. You also notice, okay, I'd like for you to notice the specific words that Ammon chose, okay? He said, do we need to arm our employees? Think to yourself, why would he say that? Well, have you ever seen a mob boss take out their enemy? Or do they hire someone to do it? Meaning, hey, I'm just an employee. I was told that if this guy comes in, he could be dangerous for, I don't know. I don't know. I didn't mean to do it. I didn't. The CEO told us we could. And he said he checked with the police and the police said that he could. It's just another layer, dude. It's just another layer of trying to protect yourself from things that are just, they're already done. It's already over. But all right, let's check this out. This is the encounter. Okay. This is from, this says 2019. I don't know. That seems too long ago. So I'm wondering if the camera on these glasses or whatever wasn't timed out with the right date, but let's check this out because this is what Ammon is talking about when he says he's going into stores and harassing our employees.
Oh, let's get these Legos. Hi, how's it going?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
It's pretty good. So basically my friend said that you guys have some of his Legos, I think, and he told me to come here and see if I could pick them up.
Who's your friend?
His name is Ryan.
Ryan.
Helms. And he's friends with a guy named Brian. I think they're Brian's Legos. It's like a big Star Wars collection set, I think.
You could go ahead and leave now.
Really?
Yes. Because that was taken up with the owners.
Uh-huh.
And that was already taken care of. We have...
This is why we need the unedited footage. Because my speculation, like many, was that Ben came in, he was trying to be a YouTuber, he was being wacky, maybe he was like, oh, I didn't mean to drop this, haha, you know what I mean? Right off the bat, this woman, I believe her name is Amanda, super standoffish. Clearly she was told by the owners, which we found out now, Josh and Brandon are actually just the hatchet men for corporate, and they go in, they make up some whatever excuse, and then they take over people's stores for corporate. They lose their money, they lose their inventory, doesn't matter. Now it's all corporates, and Josh and Brandon are the ones that take it over. So these new owners that she's talking about are Josh and Brandon. And for her to say, we've already taken care of it, she says that very confidently. So I'm guessing she probably feels pretty dumb at this point.
Nothing, and I have nothing to say about that.
Are you an owner, or?
I am not an owner. But Brian could go ahead and get a hold of the owners, and he knows that.
Well, I think he's been trying, but they just hang up when he calls, I think.
Because he's been supposed to be getting a hold of corporate. So
what?
That is not between you. That could be between Brian and them.
Really?
And so you could go ahead and leave now, or I will call the police for harassment.
Well, I'm not harassing you.
What do you mean
No,
harassment?
Because that means Brian's sending people here as well.
Well,
He came in and asked about the situation, and this woman said it was taken care of. What do you mean you're going to call the police for harassment? If I walk into a GameStop and say, hey, do you have Halo for the PS5? Yes, we do. And you can go ahead and leave now. This is harassment. I'm sorry. I didn't know that I couldn't ask a question in a retail store, lady. Sorry, I'll never be a customer again.
He's not sending them. I just decided to come because I heard the story, but here, let me see. This is what corporate said.
I'm not involved in it, so therefore I'm staying out of it. You can go ahead and leave, and I'm going to ask you one more time. This is the last time. I do not want that. You're not handing me anything.
We're just doing this. Is what
this woman should not be working. I'm sorry. If you can't work with the public, you need to go home. Go home. No offense to anybody, but lady, get in your 1998, whatever, Dodge Neon and drive back to your dumpy apartment because you are not a nice person. Goodbye. You should not be working retail. Anything that is like, and this is just, I worked at GameStop on and off for like 10 years. And I can tell you, anyone who is successful in retail or any public facing like position, you can't be like this. There is nothing endearing about this person. The way that she's just kind of like sitting in a chair. She didn't answer the phone when it rang. Like what? No. Like what the heck? You didn't even answer the phone when you rang, so you're obviously very customer focused. Also, this guy came in and said, hey, I heard a story about these Legos. Do you guys have them? No, and you can go ahead and leave now before I call the police. Ooh. Okay. Well, now he's sending people to this. Well, he didn't send me. I just came in to ask. I just asked a question. Well, the owners already took care of that, and I think you need to leave because I'm going to call the cops for nothing.
corporate said.
Okay, that has nothing to do with me. When the owners call me and say something to me, I will take care of it. Or when the owners come and take care of it themselves. I have not heard anything from corporate. I have not heard anything from the owners, and I'm going to ask you to leave for the last time before I call the police. You are not Brian Mansell, so therefore we are not doing anything for it.
Well, the owner, or sorry, corporate's the one that told us to come down though. And so,
see, she's calling
what corporate says, or
she's calling the police. She's calling the police. Ben hasn't explained anything. He hasn't shared any information. He's been in here for 30 seconds. And this woman is calling the police for harassment. What does she do with an angry customer? What does she do when she sold somebody a piece of junk with half the Legos missing? Does she call the police on them when they want to make a return? Does she call the police on a little kid if they start crying because they tripped over their stupid... Their stores are a mess. Everything is everywhere. So, I mean, literally, some of their stores, I've been in a couple different bricks and minifigs. One of them was okay. The other one literally looked like a flea market. Crap was everywhere. So what do? A little kid trips on a Lego set and skins their knee. Do you call the police because they're crying?
I have not heard anything from corporate, so therefore, again, I am now calling 911.
Again, someone is calling her. Probably a customer. Is she going to answer it?
yeah, we don't have to call the police. It's
Then I've asked you to leave how many times? I'm not getting involved until the owners are talking
Look
to me.
at this.
I have not heard anything, so you need to leave.
Wow.
Well, so are you just an employee here, or?
Again, I have told you that. Yes, I'm an employee, and I've not heard anything from the owners.
Oh.
So you need to leave.
Can I talk to the owners then, or?
You go ahead and call the owners.
Do you have their number?
Brian has the number. Nick, you need to call back.
Yeah, if you could give me a number and we could call
I'm
them.
not giving you anything except for calling the police.
But you told me to call the owners, right?
You're absolutely right, but I've asked you how many times to leave the store. That is not between us, and now because Brian has been told not to bring anybody here to harass us employees.
Well, I'm not harassing you. We're just.
So how many times have you been asked to leave?
The problem is he wasn't harassing her in the first place. So I don't know if like someone else came in before Ben or something and there was like a fight, but like this is not police worthy. This is not worth the police's time. Like Ben came in here as a normal customer. She did not know who he was. She greeted him, did not know who he was, and then as soon as he said Brian Mansell, she flipped out. She said, "You can leave. I'm calling the police." Like, actually, maybe I should make a video where I go into a Bricks and Minifigs and ask them, "Have you heard about this Brian Mansell thing?" See if they call the police. That'd be outrageous. But it'd be good for a video.
Was there a reason you're asking me to leave? Or?
Because what you're asking for is illegal for me to take care of. So with that being said, one more time, you need to leave.
Oh, well, why is it illegal for you to take care of it?
Because I have not heard anything. I'm not here anymore.
Sorry, guys. It took a bunch of our Lego sets, I guess, and they're not giving it back. She's getting upset. I'm sorry.
Guys, there's a legal thing going on, and I don't know who this guy is. So you need to leave again.
Well, what if can I buy some Legos at least? Or?
Nope. You need to leave.
Why can't I buy Legos?
Dude.
You need to go.
Really?
She's asked you to leave.
Well,
guys, I've been asking him to leave for a good 3 minutes before you guys walked in.
3 minutes. 3 minutes. It's actually, so this video is 3:44. It's actually scary how accurate that is. Maybe that's why she still works there.
Be respectful and do as you're asked.
What? But she stole a bunch of our Legos.
Okay, then
to
sue the owners and work it
And
out.
But
here's the thing, all the legal stuff has happened. This is not the person that the Lego sets belong to. So he should not be here involved at all.
But
Wow. This is just a flurry of arguments from people who have no idea what's going on. Ben is the only one in this situation who actually knows what's happening. These dude, that's another thing that I hate, dude. You know what really grinds my gears? When people like just insert themselves into stuff.
it's
She's asked you to leave. Come back.
But
Another time.
if I stole your stuff and asked you to leave, would you leave?
Well, she can't help you. So
Yes, you can.
No, I cannot. I told you that.
Really?
she said
Yo. Literally screaming at someone in a store when you're the employee? That is some crazy work right there, dude.
no.
But we have all the paperwork
Okay,
here.
I need you to know you're being recorded right here.
That's okay.
So when the police show up and you've been...
I need you to know that you're being recorded right here by this camera. You're still being recorded.
I have witnesses. I cannot do anything about that. That's the last time I'm telling you. So
Well-
if Brian wants to, he could get a hold of the owners like he's supposed to. You are.
Well, we
not-
did get a hold
are
of the
you an
owners. This is what
attorney?
they-
Are you an attorney?
I'm not an attorney now.
Are you anything to do with law?
No.
So therefore, that's not your concern.
But it is because he's my friend.
And what if he would have said yes? What if he was Brian's attorney? Would she give him back the Lego then? Did you see that? Everyone, tell me in the comments how proud you are of me. I said Lego for plural.
And we're doing what you said to get a hold of corporate. We did, and this is what corporate's instructions were. They said go down to the store, and they will help you get the Legos back. And so, when corporate tells me this, I'm supposed to come back to the store, right? And so it kind of seems like you're going against what corporate's saying.
That's fine. I have
That's
not heard
fine.
anything from corporate. Corporate has not emailed me. Corporate has not called me.
Oh, well, this is what corporate told us.
I am happy that's what corporate told
email.
you. For the last time, I'm asking you to leave the store.
Can you give me a reason to leave, I guess?
Have you guys heard me ask him several times?
She said because she can't.
And
help
why I have told him.
I love that guy that just walked in and he just looks over and he's like, I don't care.
But corporate said she can't help us.
Doesn't matter. She can't help you.
But corporate said, yeah.
I'm listening.
Oh, I'm listening to I think I want to listen to the person who's in charge, which is corporate. Oh, corporate's not in charge?
Dude,
If
stop picking a fight and do as you're asked.
But if we do that, then we lose hundreds of thousands of dollars.
I doubt that.
You doubt that? Well, that's
Thank you, uninformed bystander. Also, you have to look at it from the bystander perspective. You think they wanted to be filmed? I don't know. You're on camera all the time. If they didn't want to be filmed, then they shouldn't say anything. Don't get involved.
that's how it is. And we have the contract here. It's actually $200,000. This is
nice floor shot, dude.
I'm at 3670.
The owner's told us to come here and talk to her.
And I was trying to call the non-emergency. River Road. I need police.
But
So there is, we'll say, a harassment going on. So there is a situation between, yeah, because I've asked him to leave the store several times, including in front of other customers. He's now telling the customer, like, I've asked him to leave. He has no reason to be here. And what he's asking me to do is nothing to do with me. It has something to do with the owners. And all he wants to do is sit here and argue and fight.
This video has been less than 10 minutes. Like, a lot less. Like, in 6 minutes, this woman has screamed at, I mean, like, yelled at him in a public retail store. Yelled at this man like a child. Then grandma and grandpa over here are getting involved, saying, she already said she can't help you. You need to leave. Okay, so I'm supposed to just take this idiot store manager who clearly hates her job seriously when I have papers from corporate that say, I'm coming in here, I need to talk to the owners. Oh, well, I'm not going to help you. I'm just going to call the police. Wait a minute. What are you talking about? What the real question is, why is she even talking to him? Why doesn't she have the owners on the phone, give the phone to Ben, and then he talks to the owners? She is like, she's doing the most. She's doing the most here. I don't know why she is jumping on this like crusade of I'm going to protect the owners and I'm going to tell you to get out of the store or I'm going to call the police. Brian already has the owner's numbers if he wants to get his Legos back. It's like, give him a number. Just give him a phone number and then send him on his way or call the owners. You could have stopped this 5 minutes ago and said, okay, well, let me call the owners. I'm sitting on my freaking fat butt on a stool anyway. It's not like I'm actually working. She is actively doing nothing but calling the police and telling this guy that he's stupid. That's all she's doing. Call your freaking owners. See if you can get it resolved. Then you're a hero and not a, insert expletive.
I do. I am an employee here. And I'm the only employee working right now, so I can't really do anything except for continuously to ask him to leave the premises as he's still continuing to stand right here.
Wow, you're right about that. You literally can't do anything.
Arguing on things that I can't control.
Look at that death stare. Ugh.
I am 100%. And I do have the authority to do that. White.
Dude, she went 0 to 60 faster than a freaking 2027 Corvette, man. She is wild right now, just wilding out. Well, I mean, you don't even have to handle it with a calm attitude. It's not even about that. It's not even about her attitude as much as stop being stupid. I'm pretty sure Bricks and Minifigs just hires people that are stupid. I don't mean that to be offensive. I'm sure there's a lot of smart franchisees. However, I could 100% see Ammon McNeff, Josh Johnson, and Brandon Best hiring the dumbest people that they can find so that they are compliant and will do things like have a weapon on them and say that they have police permission to take Ben out the next time he comes in a store, as we just watched Ammon ask in the body cam. Seriously. Seriously.
About 5'6", 5'7".
6 foot.
Also, that was actually hilarious. She said they asked on the phone how tall he was, and she said 5'6" or 5'7", and he said, "You mean 6'5". Hilarious. Anyway, again, stupid. Anyway. The thing with this is, from bottom to top, this is really not making their case better that Bricks and Minifigs is a company that, like, well, you're saying the insane stories of what supposedly happened earlier, but this is one of the initial interactions. Like, this is not like after they put up the sign and after the store was closed and after he was trying to sue them, and like, this is very early on. Like, Ben barely knew Brian. He went into the store to see what was going on after Brian had told him that everybody was ghosting him. So yeah, maybe Brian harassed them or what, like, I don't know. That I'm not confirmed on. But this, as far as this girl knows, this lady, this is a random guy that came in asking about this situation, and she flipped on a dime and is now talking to the police saying that he is a full foot shorter than he is. Just saying, again, if you're a guy, very offensive.
Oh, 6 foot. How old are you?
29.
29. He's thin.
That's the other thing I like about Ben is he doesn't care. He'll give you his info. He doesn't care.
With some white shoes. He's got a backpack that he has on the floor.
Well, not only is she sitting, that's a great comment. So, like, yeah, she's sitting, but she has been sitting this entire time. She's calling the police, acting like, oh, she's trying to handle customers and she's trying to take care of all these. No, she isn't. All she's doing is sitting there. If I was employed here and I was doing, I'd be like, hey, listen, I know you've got a bunch of questions. I was told not to answer them, but hang on one second and I'll try to help you out. Let me help out these other customers. That's what you do. That's what retail is, especially if you're a manager, you're trying to get these sales. Now, when Ben looked over or panned the camera over down the counter, you saw a guy standing there waiting to buy something. Amanda is unbothered. She is unbothered by this fact that there is a customer at the counter waiting to actually spend money that is completely unrelated to this situation. She is unbothered, dude. She wants to just yell at somebody. She probably had a fight with her husband. Her kid is estranged, whatever. She's having a horrible day. I don't know. This lady wanted to fight. She wanted to fight. And that's kind of a common theme here with all of these employees, whether it be her, all the way through the CEO, Ammon McNeff. These people don't want to solve problems. They want to create bigger problems to try to cover over the real problems. And they want those bigger problems to be external, of course, so they don't have to do anything about it. It's wild. She has no evidence. She doesn't have anything. She has no physical experience. She just threw the Ring camera on the floor. Like, what yeah. Exactly. Well, and that's what I think too, Cool Master. What is harassment? Because this excuse me, we want our Legos back. Talks to her for 7-ish minutes. Not harassment. Not harassment. These live streams could be more classified as that than this interaction. But who would ever say that about me?
Wanting me to look at black sweatpants.
No. No. Not black sweatpants. The mark of a thief.
White Converse, high tops. And he does have a black backpack. Yep, with orange writing on it.
He's standing right here. He would wait until the police come. It's good for the video. He's gonna wait.
I don't know. No, but he doesn't want to listen. Somehow he thinks he has the authority to come in and do something that the corporate themselves haven't. I do not, but I can tell you the person he was sent by has already been told not to harass the
Well, I wasn't
employees at
sent
the
by
store.
anyone.
The person he was a friend of a person who was supposed to be taking care of this. Basically, we're being harassed by a whole nother situation.
Is that situation you?
Amanda?
Look at that. It's so junky. Send cord.
Yeah, B as in boy.
Send cord.
$10-15-80.
I mean, honestly, Reckless Ben is a lot of things, but dangerous is not one of them. I really like Reckless Ben. I think he's a cool guy. I think he'd be really fun to hang out with, but I would not be threatened or intimidated by him. I don't mean that to sound offensive. I'm sure he's a strong guy, tough guy, does a lot of slackline, all that kind of stuff. Does not strike me as the guy that's going to go and get all these harassment charges. Now, did he come back and visit the store after she told him not to come back? Yes. Did he make a, did he do a raffle for a prize to get a Lego set in this store when technically that wasn't sanctioned through the store? Yes. Did he hang a sign that said, "We steal from old people and we closed our store not to pay them"? Yes. But all that stuff is not harassment. It's pretty harmless and it's not hurting anyone. It's just stupid stuff that's good for a YouTube video, but also proves a point as to how corrupt this company is. So, yeah. Clearly, it looks like she doesn't want to be there and she's mad about it and taking it out on him. That's what I'm guessing, unless I'm not understanding it. Well, that's the only thing you can gather from this. Why would you flip out when someone mentions a small question about a situation and then you just flip out and call the police? There is no other side, dude. There is no other side. Oh, nice. Yeah, that was purely by accident, Junie. That's awesome. Yeah, Charlie Daniels quote. That's sweet. Great video about his past life was on today. Oh, I need to check that out. Was that on YouTube or where was that? Yeah, that's cool. Anyway.
Hi.
Okay. So if I want to buy some Legos,
Nope.
can I? Really? Why can't I buy some Legos?
Why can't this guy next to him buy some Legos? Why can't you just do your freaking job,
I don't have anything to do
loser?
with that, and I don't want that.
So Is there any good way I can get a hold of the owner then, or?
Ask Brian Mansell for the number. I'm not getting involved.
So he told me someone named Amanda's the owner?
I am not the owner.
Really? Well, who's the owner then? Because that's...
He knows the owner. I'm the manager. I'm Amanda. But I have nothing to do with that. And the owners have flat out said to get a hold in contact with them, and Brian knows how to. So with you being Brian's friend's friend, Brian is still sending some people after harass the employees.
Well, Brian's not sending...
Just give him the number. Yeah, thank you, Cool Master. It's grown a little bit. I'm happy to have more friends coming in and hanging out on Friday night. Just give him the number.
No, but his friend is, correct? Or his son? So that means Brian is still harassing us as the employees and is not taking care of it with corporate-wise.
Well, it's not...
The employees have nothing to do with it.
So...
The employees. So what you're looking for is not here. I'm an employee of the store, not anything else. So what you are doing is harassing the employee.
You can give me the corporate or the owner's information, right?
You have everything.
I don't have it, no.
Well, he does, and I'm not giving it to you.
Why won't you give it to me?
I don't expect her to know that he's a YouTuber trying to make a video. But if you give him the number, he will then call. And he will leave. It's like so not hard. And this was one of the instances where Ammon McNeff was saying, this guy came in and threatened to hurt our employees. This was the interaction. This was one of the interactions where he said he threatened to hurt one of our employees. What?
Because isn't that the logical next step if we're supposed to work with the owners?
Well, you have all the information right there, right?
I have the Lego sets you guys have, but I don't have the owner's number, no.
See? He doesn't have the number. Just give him the number.
So
you spent 11 and a half minutes dealing with this guy.
Give me the number.
Just give him the number.
No, I want you to leave, like I've been asking. Like the police are going to have come get you.
How do I fix the situation? Call the owner. Okay, what's the owner's number? I want you to leave. You know that thing you just said ain't right.
Well.
You want me to leave because I have to call the owner, right?
Hi. You want to watch the cameras? I'm being harassed by one of Brian Mansell's people.
I'm just a friend. I'm not his person.
Watch the cameras. I am being harassed by one of Brian Mansell's people.
Well, you can't watch the camera because she threw it on the floor. But you know, who cares about that?
Or excuse me, a friend of a friend.
Yeah, I just heard the story.
I have called the police. I have been.
Brian actually told me not to come here.
I've been trying to. I did call the police, but I'm telling you, you need to watch the cameras in case the police show up. That way, I could get a copy of it.
So is she now talking to the owners on her phone and still not giving Ben the owner's number? Like, maybe I don't understand corporate policies and I'm stupid. Because that's the only thing that could make any logical sense is that I'm wrong. What, like, I get it. Oh, we don't give out the owner's number. Now, I used to give out numbers at GameStop because we had a book full of them. And they said, oh, if somebody wants to call corporate, if somebody wants to call this person, if somebody wants to call this person, then you text them and you say, oh, can I give them your number? And then if they say yes, and it's a customer, like the district manager, for example. I texted my district manager one time because a guy was freaking out about an Xbox that he had opened. He played with it for about 3 months and then brought it back wanting a full refund for it like it was new. He wanted to talk to the district manager, so I texted, I did something. I texted the district manager and said, can I give this lunatic your number? And he said, sure. So I did, and he resolved it by giving the guy all the money back. But guess what? Customer service? What the heck is that? Also, okay. Yes, exactly. Oh, yeah, the Brandon Buckingham video. I still need to watch that. It looks cool. Yeah, why does she need a copy of this video? What is she going to do with it? Yeah. Yeah, I don't think Brighton's going to be in chat tonight. I should do GameStop story time video. Should I do that? Oh, actually, that might be funny, dude. That might be funny. Would you guys watch that? Hit the thumbs up if you guys would watch that. If you would watch just like GameStop silly videos, and maybe I could find like stock footage, or maybe I could use like a little bit of AI to like create the situation that I like can't get back or something. I don't know. That could be fun. That could be a good time. I don't know if it would get like a ton of views, but who knows? Maybe it would. I don't know. Could be fun.
Yep, I'm up front. Customers have even been trying to tell him to leave too.
Oh, you wouldn't know because you haven't interacted with any of them.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, I'm not like Brian actually told me not to come here, so Brian's not like sending. I just heard the story. I was like, oh.
So what you're doing is getting Brian in trouble because Brian was told not to have anybody come in and harass us.
Well, I'm not harassing you. I just want to buy some Legos, but.
Are you guys going to be available when the police show up? Yeah. Okay, thank you.
You're harassing her.
Grandma and Grandpa, just leave. Just leave the store. You can't buy anything from this worthless employee anyway. She's not going to help you. She has not moved from that seat like she's going to ring somebody up or something. She's not done anything. She's sitting in that seat and just calling the police. What would have happened if he came in? This guy would have been like, excuse me, do you have this rare Star Wars Lego set? Did you say Star Wars? Arrest him.
Well, I'm not harassing. I'm doing what corporate told us to do, which was corporate gave us all of these paperwork. They said, ask for your Lego sets back. So this is all the things that she stole from us.
Yeah,
so it's
I have not
$200,000
stolen
worth.
anything. I didn't come in after. I came in after.
Or the owner, I guess. Yeah.
You are interjecting yourself into a process that does not involve you. It's between another party.
So, what are you doing, Jeff?
And the owners of the store. Owners of the store are not here. So you're interjecting yourself into an issue that you have.
Well, it's my friend, so I'm involved.
It doesn't matter.
Why is this guy talking?
You are
what
legally not
involved?
Involved. You are a bystander. You are a witness. You are not involved.
He doesn't. He doesn't know anything. He doesn't know anything about this situation. He was just standing there.
They don't want your business. They have asked you to leave. Legally, you are required to leave.
The older gentleman is telling him to leave.
You need to leave. Come back at your time.
Or what?
But won't the same thing happen next time I come back, or?
You don't need to be involved. This is not.
But so.
No, stop talking.
You want to see the guy who?
You stop talking.
You don't care? Here, I'll show you one more picture.
I don't want to see it.
Well, this is the old man. He's dying of cancer that she stole from.
We don't care.
You don't care?
I don't care about your problem. You've been asked to leave. Respect the wishes of the store.
I'm waiting for the police to come.
Dang. Well, I guess we'll have the police say then.
Go stand outside.
I'm just letting
Okay.
Ain't that America?
I'll stand right here.
Go stand outside.
Well, once she gives me the.
Stop talking.
You stop talking. Who are
Ben?
you?
Ben, he's not even a friend of Brian's. Brian apparently told him not to come down. Yeah.
Just give him the number.
Okay.
Oh
Is this
my
the owner?
gosh. He does. He does look like Wilford Brimley. Diabetes.
Hello? Are you the owner? Hello?
So it took us 14 minutes of Ben standing there being verbally berated by these idiotic people. And then she finally calls the owner and puts him on speakerphone. That's what I would have done in minute one. That's what anyone with a brain would have done. But then again, you're in your mid-40s, you work at a Lego store. I'm not saying anything about it. I'm just saying
Are you the owner?
You go ahead and put it up to your ear.
Hello?
Yeah, what's going on?
So are you the owner of the Bricks and Minifig store?
Yeah, why? What you got?
So basically, I just wanted to get some of the Legos back that you guys still have. I have a list here. It's kind of a long list, so I think I'm looking for the clone turbo tank.
Why do you think you would be entitled to our inventory?
Well, I just want to get it back from my friends. He said he couldn't get it back, so I was just wondering if I could just come pick him up. Because you guys still have them, right?
Bro, why do you think your friend would be entitled to our inventory?
Well, it's his. He owns the Legos.
Huh? He doesn't own the Legos.
Well, yeah, we have a contract. He does own them.
No, bro, are you an idiot? Are you stupid?
Josh, the police have showing up right now. So let's keep you on the phone so you can actually tell the police that you don't want them here as well.
Well, I have a
It doesn't matter what you have. What makes you, like he said, you're interjecting yourself that has nothing to do with you and trying to harass me as you were told to leave me alone, leave the store. I'm an employee that has nothing to do with this.
Well, you
so
work for the
I hear
store,
something,
yeah.
I love watching this in context because knowing how everything played out and then going back and seeing this, it's like everybody was evil from minute one. Nobody could be on their side after this, because it's literally from store manager employee level all the way up to CEO level. This is great. This is great content, bro.
from corporate or the owners, you are not entitled to anything, for one. And for two, it goes to the person it is entitled to, which is not you. It is Brian, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
So therefore, well, that's what I'm saying.
So
I understand that. But
he's
what
just
I'm saying,
checking up
he's
on it
interjecting
then,
himself.
dude.
That has nothing to do with it.
Hey, how's it going? Hey, okay. Yeah, basically I'm just here to get some Legos that they have. They're keeping our Legos pretty much, and basically we have, I think it's like $200,000 worth of Lego sets that we just have them in the store, and we just like to pick them up, I guess, because they were gonna sell it for us, but I guess they're not selling it for us anymore, so we just took them back.
I'm aware of all that, right? But doesn't sound like they want you here, right? So they.
Well, but they have our sets though, yeah.
Understand that, right? And we've crossed that bridge quite a bit of times. Right here, the factor is that they don't want you their private owned store, and they don't want you on their property. Okay.
But I don't want them to keep the Lego sets though.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, that's fine. Like I said, we're not going to cross that bridge because I think we've exhausted that. We've kind of explained it more than enough times. Right now, we're dealing with this, right? So hang tight real quick right here, okay?
Okay.
This is a good police officer. This police officer came in, calmly, nicely explained the situation, told Ben, hey man, I know what you want. I may even agree with you, but they're not going to give you what you want. And they've already called us, so you kind of need to give up. I don't want to arrest you. Just walk away. That's a good officer. That is not, in fact, what Provo and American Fork did. Oh, yeah. Josh, the police are showing up. Stop calling him stupid. That's literally what
What's
happened.
your last name?
Schneider.
Schneider.
SCHNEI.
Wait, wasn't there a guy in Ohio that was convicted of... Oh, never mind.
DER.
Date of birth?
12/30, 1995.
I'm sorry, 85?
95.
95? Okay. Yeah, you look pretty young.
Yeah.
Ben or Ben?
Benjamin's the legal name, but I go by Ben.
Okay. Hey, what my name and date of birth?
Yeah, thanks so much for helping out too.
Yeah. It's gonna be last of Sierra Charlie Hotel November India Delta Echo Romeo versus Benjamin Bravo Echo November Juliet Alpha Mike India November 12/30/95. Okay. here's the deal. When a store asks you to leave, you have to leave. I understand how you feel. I get all that.
Okay. Well, I was trying to just buy Legos like all the other people. I was like, actually, I was trying to purchase some. I was just a normal customer too. Like, I actually want to buy some Legos, but she wasn't letting me buy them, I guess. I was like, hey, can I buy some Legos? She's like, no. I was like, why not? And she's like, because you have to leave. I'm like, well, can you give me a reason why I can't buy the Legos? And it was kind of weird.
Right to refuse service, so
yeah, I guess so.
Just
Yeah.
so you know, I don't want you to get in trouble.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much. I'm sorry. I won't go back in again if she doesn't want me in. Yeah.
So you are trespass from here. So
Okay.
Trespass for life. So if you come back.
Oh, for life?
Yeah. If you come back, you could be arrested. Okay.
Oh, so how do I get the Legos back then if I can't go into the store?
Okay, we talked about that. Do you understand the trespass portion? If you come back, you will be arrested. Okay. You understand that?
Okay. So.
Okay. Again, Rob, we've talked about it.
Well, from what I've heard.
So.
Again,
I can not my case. Either way. Again.
Well, from what I heard, so we talked to corporate, and corporate actually told him to come back and get the Legos. So I have the letter from corporate. They said actually go back to the store and you can just pick them up, is what they said.
Okay.
Yes, yes, you're right about
well,
that,
that's what they
Junie,
did. We
but
did
I
that.
don't. So, thing about me, I don't report on the things that Ben releases on Patreon until he releases them on YouTube, purely because I think that's not my place to report on his like exclusive Patreon stuff. If you have to pay for that stuff, I'm not gonna like show clips of it and stuff. I think that's, yeah, I don't like that. So
he's saying is completely different. I don't know. That's between you and corporate. This is a business. This is their business. So
but isn't that
they're making a decision?
So if you
now technically what we know now with hindsight is that this isn't a privately owned business. This was absorbed into corporate, which means this is actually a corporate store. Now, they were saying, oh, well, technically Josh and Brandon go out on the orders of corporate and then they're the owners. But you took over the store for corporate. So if corporate told them to go into this store and it's their store, the manager is not able to say no, which is where all of this stuff kind of gets muddy. But yeah.
For me, what would you do?
This is a fascinating piece of footage. This is fascinating because it just shows from top to bottom. I am just of the mind that this place shouldn't be in business. I think the franchises that are good should stay open, should change their names to something else, Lego World or something. I think that this needs to just end. I think that these people need to lose their jobs. Absolutely. Absolutely. You need to lose your job. I mean, this is a joke. This is a joke. And, you know, for as much as we rag on places like GameStop and Best Buy and Walmart, like, this is a joke. This is a joke. All right. We can finish this out. We can finish it out.
I can't keep your legal advice.
So, because if I have to figure it out with her, but if I go in there, I'm trespassed, then isn't that...
Yeah, I would have come back from you because you'd be arrested.
But isn't that what... but that's what corporate's telling me to do, is come back. So what do I do then?
I would contact them and figure that out.
But that's what I did, and they said come back.
The thing. You come back, she calls,
yeah.
He's back, he's been trespassed, we're going to come and we're going to arrest you.
But that's what corporate's telling us to do, is to come back. So we're just doing what corporate is telling us.
Contact corporate and explain kind of what's going on here and figure it out through them. But for now, I'm going off what she's saying, what her manager's saying, and they're saying they want you trespass. So it's just going forward. So yeah, going forward. So yeah.
But there's no way you can do a police investigation if she's stealing the Legos, or.
Crossed that already. Like
really?
Yep.
What do you mean by you crossed it?
Another officer investigated, another sergeant dealt with that, and there's been a lot of conversations on the back end. If you want to follow up with them, by all means. But yeah. Is
there, I guess, a reason why they're able to just take all the Legos and not give it back, or?
So we just gotta leave now. Okay,
I just have to leave?
So leave now.
Well, he's already outside the store. it looks like he's in the parking lot, which is not specifically owned by Bricks and Minifigs. So he, from here, doesn't have to go anywhere. He's not in the store.
Okay. I'm not allowed to be in the parking lot?
No. So this is all private property.
Oh, okay.
But it's not their private property.
Okay, thank you. See ya.
Wow, this is wacky. Well, there you go. There you go. That well, that was some body cam. That was some extra body cam footage. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's really interesting watching that video in hindsight because they really have just made this process as challenging as possible. And I think there may have been a breakdown where Brian was trying to get Josh and Brandon, the new owners, to like figure out how they were going to fix this, right? Josh and Brandon are not real owners. They're figureheads. They're people that go in for corporate and then they take over stores and buy them, but not actually buy them. They just acquire them for corporate and then pretend like they run them. It's a whole thing. It's coming out in Reckless Ben's Part 4. It's going to be wild. But the thing is here, like, I don't think they're equipped to handle these types of issues. So they swept it under the rug. Then corporate had to get involved. They were confused. They were like, well, we told you to handle this. What are you doing? Everybody screwed it up from every point in the process. Every step in the process screwed it up. And now we're in this situation where, holy crap, what in the world is going to happen from here? Frankly, I'm just interested to see what's in Part 4, and I want to see how this all resolves itself. I actually kind of think we're probably not going to see this end with Brian Mansell getting his Legos. I know that's sort of pessimistic to say that, but I just don't see a world where they give those sets back. Now, maybe there's a settlement where people pay each other, whatever. I don't know. But I just don't see a world where he gets those Lego sets back because I think that I genuinely think that they don't have them. I think they were distributed between Josh and Brandon's stores. They either didn't know or didn't care about the consignment deal, and they just sent the sets all over, sold them, took the money, and they don't even know where the sets are. They don't know where that money is because it just funneled back into the system. So they don't know how much it was. They don't know where it is. They just don't know. And I think that's why they're trying to cover over this so hard, is because they don't want to look stupid, but in an effort to not look like they lost all the Legos and screwed up this whole situation, they're just making themselves look like liars and thieves, which is way worse. And now Ammon is saying this stuff about Ben. It's like, wow, man. Wow. It's my hair. What is wrong with my hair? Oh dear. Oh dare. I can't believe that a situation like this exists in our current world. It's so crazy. And another situation that I am very surprised exists. Eminem said it best. Guess who's back? Back again. One of my favorite actors of all time, Jonathan Depp, is back in a new Christmas movie, and it's called Ebenezer. What the frick? Now, I haven't watched this yet. I'm really excited to watch it. I'm assuming that it's about Ebenezer Scrooge, and this is going to be another Scrooge movie. I don't know how you can beat Muppet Christmas Carol, Michael Caine. in my opinion, the best choice for Ebenezer Scrooge ever. But who knows? Johnny Depp loves to put on a lot of makeup and become a different character. So let's see what the Ebenezer trailer looked like. What are next? Okay. I don't think Tim Burton directed this, but it's very Tim Burton-esque, and we have yet to see him from the front. But from the back, Ebenezer is it's giving me some Penguin vibes, some Batman Returns Penguin vibes. Oh, yeah. He does kind of look like the Penguin.
It's good to be back.
To Uncle Scrooge.
To Uncle Scrooge.
Mr. Scrooge.
I say to you, sir, Merry Humbug! Merry Christmas! Humbug! And a Happy New Year!
Humbug!
Merry Christmas.
Okay, I mean, I think it looks pretty good. I mean, I'll definitely go see it. I love Johnny Depp. He is giving me Penguin vibes though, dude. We'll see. We'll see. But it definitely looks like it's a comedy of some kind. It looks like it's more like trying to be funny. I'm down with the ghosts though. The ghosts look pretty sweet. So I'm excited about that. But yeah, man. Magoo's Christmas Carol? I don't even know what that is. What? Magoo? Patrick Stewart is Scrooge? When did that happen? Patrick Stewart? What? Captain. Anyway. Yeah. So Scrooge, not Scrooge. Scrooge with Bill Murray. Hot take. I just watched What About Bob with my wife, and I might need to do a video on that. That aged very poorly. Anyway, there is one more trailer that I want to watch before we get into bad movie bingo. And that trailer is, of course, Trailer Trash's Avengers Doomsday. I had never heard of this channel before, but this trailer is freaking hilarious. So go give them some love. Go subscribe to them if you're not already. Let's watch this. Yes, dude.
Something's coming.
I'm a fire in my laser! Fire in my laser!
Something we may not be able to deter. Before this
Speak of Patrick Stewart.
Done, we shall be faced with an unthinkable decision.
If you don't know, there was a movie that came out in the mid-2000s called Tropic Thunder, and it, I think, was directed by Ben Stiller, I believe, and it had Ben Stiller, Jack Black, and Robert Downey Jr. in it. Now, Robert Downey Jr. in that movie is a strictly method actor. He plays a black guy in Tropic Thunder. So that's the character that keeps popping up in this trailer.
I've fought with many warriors in my time.
Godzilla.
They were far stronger. than all of us put together. And they died.
Ted Lasso.
They died facing enemies and threats.
If you don't know who these characters are, that's Namor. He's like the king of the sea. And shoot, what's her name? Shocky? I don't know. I don't remember what her name is. Black Panther's sister. The new Black Panther. She's eating sushi in front of the king of the sea.
That scared me far less than this one.
Happy New Year! Yes,
everything that they sacrifice will be for nothing if we do not stand together.
Ha!
Put aside your petty squabbles.
Disguise is enough, dude.
Consume nothing except this.
God.
If you return.
Yes.
You will return as brothers and sisters.
It's Morbin time.
Yeah! He says it's Morbin time, but he has this like, what is it? Like an Aquaman outfit on? It's ridiculous. Seriously. How amped would you be, though, if Morbius showed up in Avengers Doomsday and said, it's Morbin time? Even if he immediately dies after that? Shuri, that's her name. Shuri. What did I say? Suki or something? I don't think I know.
But mark my words.
Yes, dude!
We're going to need a miracle.
Hey, pal.
It's not possible.
Now we up at the big league.
Oh, man. Hit the like button. That is a good trailer, dude. 12/18/26 is Dune Part 3 and also Avengers Doomsday. Are you excited for Avengers Doomsday? Tell me in the comments. I am excited about it. To be honest, I think they did some weird stuff with like, oh, we're setting up Kang and all these movies set up Kang. Oh, Kang's a weirdo? Yeah, we're going to now shift to just, oh, Robert Downey Jr.'s back and now he's playing a completely different character. And it's just very bizarre. Honestly, at this point with Marvel, I'm kind of like, whatever, I'll go see it. I don't care. I don't care that Spider-Man Brand New Day has 15 villains in it. Whatever, I'll go see it. It's fine. I'm sure I'll enjoy it. Honestly, when the old school X-Men show up, I'll be very excited. I'm hearing rumors of like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man fights Hugh Jackman's Wolverine at the beginning. Like, that'd be nuts, dude. That'd be nuts. But we'll see what happens. I don't know. I kind of hope that doesn't happen because the leak rumor does not end well for either of them. But, you know, Deadpool did say Hugh Jackman's going to be Wolverine till he's 90, which Old Man Logan movies, which they already made Logan, but why not? Logan was great. And then James Mangold made a bunch of other weird movies. Anyway, yes. All right, let's see some of these comments. Yes, I love that trailer. Please go support Trailer Trash. I'm going to subscribe to them. This is the only video that I've seen from them, so I hope they don't like their next video is just full of like slurs and stuff. I don't know, but yeah, I hope not. Oh yeah, you're waiting for Spaceballs too. I'm one of those people, dude. I don't want to lose your respect. But I think Spaceballs is just okay. I like it. I did like it, and I think it is exceptionally well written. Obviously, it's Mel Brooks. But I think in terms of Mel Brooks movies, it's pretty good. Pretty good. I don't know. It's hard for me to say that anything other than Blazing Saddles is his best movie, but hard to say. We can have a Mel Brooks discussion later, a different time. Uh, it certainly wasn't Paws of Fury, that's for sure. Yeah, all right, Junie, see you later. Thanks for coming. It was great to see you. And friends, it is time to enter into our favorite part of the night, which is... Yes, that's right. I accidentally hit the wrong button and said we'll be right back. But, oh, crap, I forgot something, actually. Okay, I forgot something because it is, in fact, right now... That's right, my friends. It is snack time, which is the portion of our show where I try some ridiculous snacks that I found usually at Five Below or from a guy with a very long brown trench coat in an alley. These are double stuff vanilla Sour Patch Kids Oreos. Now, I'm sure you're thinking the exact same thing that I was. What? Yes. My wife bought these for me because she knows that I love to try odd snacks. And, well, there aren't too many stranger than this. I believe it has this, like, green cream. Look at that. I hope that didn't come from the Hulk. You know exactly what I mean when I say that. Anyway, I know I fear for my intestines. I generally fear for my intestines. You guys should see some of the weird stuff that I eat. But let's give these a try and rate them 1 through 10. Here we go. You know what? Immediately, they smell pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. They are green. They're lean, they're mean, they turn milk green. Let's set them over here so you can still see them. Look at that. I'm just making up music. Look at this. Vanilla Oreo, but green. I really hope these are good because these are like, I don't know. I'm a 90s baby, so I immediately think something like Reptar or Nickelodeon Slime, but if anybody knows my persuasions, you know that I love Nickelodeon. So let's give this a try. Oh, no, it is not. It's not a Hulk thing. Which, speaking of Marvel, everyone that is on the stream, please tune in tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. because my Spider-Man Brand New Day parody trailer is coming out. And it's super fun. All right. I'm scared. All right, here we go. Tasting in 3, 2, 1. It like is I don't know how this is possible, but it's like, you know, when you drink something sour, like say grapefruit juice or something like that, it has like the liquid sour, but in a solid form. It's very weird. It tastes like if they put solid cream inside of like super sour cotton candy. It's very bizarre. But you know what? I kind of like it. Actually, like I know it sounds weird, but I actually kind of like it. It's a little funky. This is you get a little bit of the sour. So, this is the type of thing that if you made, say, like a Cold Stone sundae or any kind of ice cream sundae, and you're the type of person that puts like nerds or gummy bears on it, you would like this. This is for people that love sugar and sour. It's not super sour. Well, it has like a sour aftertaste. But honestly, I've eaten much worse. So I'm going to give these a 6 out of 10. I liked them. I don't think they're bad at all. I think they're pretty good, actually. Now, would I buy them for myself because they're probably 3 times the price of a normal sleeve of Oreos because they're special? No, I would never buy these again. But they're pretty good, and I want everyone to try them. So there we go. Party at my house. Come and try the new Oreos. All right, my friends. Now it's time for All right, friends, we are playing Bad Movie Bingo tonight with a movie that did not work before, and I suspect it's because of monetization and SEO optimization, which are words that mean absolutely nothing to people, so I just said a bunch of bullcrap anyway. Okay, so Bad Movie Bingo. If you want to play Bad Movie Bingo with us, I have a link in the description that you can open another window if you're on desktop, or you can open another app if you are on mobile. And oh yeah, cool, Master, absolutely. I created this bingo card for bad movies, and excuse me, woo, Sour Patch Kid Oreo Revenge. Anyway, I created this Bad Movie Bingo card because I love to watch bad movies, and bad movies just so happen to have some consistent problems between all of them that almost every single one has. And those are overly dramatic acting, delusional creator, which is reserved for when someone is a writer, director, actor. They do most of the things, and they think that it's genuinely good. They're wrong. Hilarious line delivery. Talking animal is smarter than humans. The free space, which we're going to go ahead and tap right now because it's always free, just for you. Bad CGI and effects, unnecessary explosion, and cut, which is reserved for when a shot or scene goes on way too long, but I also accept and action, which is when a shot starts and then takes forever to start. If you watched Little Panda Fighter with us last week, you know a great example of that is any time that the panda is walking into the boss's office. It is the longest scene in the entire world. It's horrible. Anyway. And super stupid henchman, or I will also accept super stupid villain or super stupid bully. These are the main antagonists of the film or side antagonists of the film that are just bumbling idiots. We did just watch a lot of Reckless Ben Bodycam footage, so, you know, we're pretty used to spotting bumblers, I think. All right, my friends. Now, today, I wanted to give a movie another shot because I love this movie. And I really, really wanted to watch it on the stream. So, we are going to watch Doggone Adventure. I said it really fast, so the copyright can't get me. Doggone Adventure. Yeah, we're going to watch that. It's going to be really fun. And if for whatever reason the stream cuts out, they say, oh, copyright or whatever, if that happens, then I'll just continue the stream. We'll talk a little more, and then I'll see you next week. So we'll see what happens. I'm crossing my fingers. This should be a cleared version of this, but some of the writing and stuff will be backwards, so just prepare for that. Here we go, bingo friends. And as always, the first person to get a bingo and comment it gets pinned. That's both in the live chat and in the regular comments. So if you comment bingo in the regular comments, you will get pinned. Here we go. Pinned you again. That's from The Lion King. Anyway, 3, 2, 1, let's jam. To do this movie, the copyright system caught me right away. So let's see what happens. Plus, these streams are never monetized. So Usually they don't say anything if it's not monetized. We'll see. Oh! Ah! All right. I don't know, man. I don't know what it is about Doggone Adventure. I don't know what it is. Well, they caught me for copyright in the first, jeez, 2.5 minutes, dude. All right. So, ay. Doggone Adventure just can't happen, dude. Oh, yeah. Remember when I was saying I love Nickelodeon? There's my desktop background. From the Nickelodeon studios, ironically. So I really want to play Bad Movie Bingo with you guys with Doggone Adventure, but YouTube will not let it happen. No matter what I do, my stream is not monetized. I flipped the image and changed the coloring and sped it up and changed the pitch of everybody's voices. YouTube does not want us to watch Doggone Adventure. I don't know why. Oh, that's weird. I got another content warning saying we've detected video in your stream belonging to someone else. Well, I hope you're not talking about this bingo card and me, because that doesn't make any sense. I love your song for Lego stealing. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. So happy to have new friends here. Yeah, so I don't know, you guys. I think there are just some movies that, like, they just catch him immediately. And I guess Doggone Adventure is one of those movies. Because we've watched other movies that I've done videos on, like Martial Arts Kid, that kind of Food Fight. But yeah, man, Doggone Adventure's hardcore. They have a tight grip on that. So yeah. Dang, you know what? I actually don't have another movie for us to watch, so I say we just chat. What do you guys want to chat about tonight? Let's just talk about some stuff. How about that? We're going back to current events. We're going back to some current events because I think we can talk more about current events. If you're just joining us and you're here as part of the Friends of Reckless Ben, feel free to rewind this stream all the way back to the beginning. That's when we talked about a bunch of new body cam footage and new footage of the original encounters with Reckless Ben and the store manager, Amanda, which is very fascinating. She is a little bit nuts. So let's talk about some other stuff. Something I want to talk about is, I kind of mentioned it earlier. So Cole texted me today and he was like, dude, I just picked up Halo Combat Evolved for the PlayStation. And I'm like, oh, that's sick. Well, guess what? The PlayStation Network has been down today. I think it might be back, but the PlayStation Network was down all day today. And that gives us a very small, just smidgen of an indication of what it will be like when games are no longer physical, which PlayStation announced in January of 2028. They will be discontinuing all discs now, or disc continuing. Shut up. I thought it was funny. Anyway, holy crap, actually. So they announced that they're not making any more physical games, which in my mind, and many others, asks the question, should we revolt? Because that means we won't own anything. And not only so, what happens when you don't have the stream license anymore? What happens when you can no longer access or download your game because it was delisted from the store? Say you buy a game on the PlayStation 5 and we're up to PlayStation 7. Well, guess what, buddy? Your game is stuck on your PS5, so you better not have traded that sucker in for an upgrade because you're not going to be able to play it. Not only that, the PSN was down today. Oh yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm supposed to say that like every 15 minutes. And you know what? We're friends here. We're chilling. I feel like people that come and hang out on the live streams are people that like want to chill. So the PSN, the PlayStation Network, was down today. And guess what happened? Everyone that had digital games couldn't play anything. Hey, check that out. You want to download a game? Haha, you can't. You want to buy a new game? Haha, you can't. Is it still a good idea? Anyway. Yeah, honestly, like, it doesn't just suck that it's a loss of physical games. To me, it's one of those end of an era things that I feel like it's very bizarre, but it's like, I feel like it's almost a human right to be, I know that's extreme, but it's almost a human right to like be able to buy a physical game. I want to buy Nickelodeon Tennis. Shut up. I want to buy it. I want to play it. I love Nickelodeon Tennis. That's going a little bit too far. That game's a hard like 5.5 out of 10. It wasn't made by Game Mill. A lot of people say that's positive. Unfortunately, it's really not positive because the reality is Game Mill makes excellent Nickelodeon games. Kart Racers 3, All-Star Brawl 2, big tangent. Yet again, the loss of physical games is going to be a massive problem. Why? Because PlayStation believes that they can increase their sales base, if not 10x their sales base, if they get away from physical games and just push digital games, having more sales and more whatever. Okay, well, that's corporate rhetoric to make you feel good about the fact that they're going to price gouge the crap out of you. A new game is going to be $100, and what are you going to do? You want to play it on PlayStation, right? Because you have a PlayStation. You're going to pay them $99.99 for a digital game that's just the base game. You're going to pay it. You know why? Because you don't have a physical alternative. You don't have competition. And that's the problem. That's the problem that I didn't realize until I kind of sat and thought about it for a second. Guess what? PlayStation will have a new kind of monopoly where it has a monopoly over its own items that people are attached to. Interesting, right? So now that you don't have PlayStation games in brick and mortar stores, their prices and their products, frankly, don't have to compete with Xbox's games, Nintendo Switch's games, Steam's games. They don't have to compete because PlayStation has PlayStation. That's it. They already said that they were discontinuing their exclusives on other consoles and other platforms. Well, okay. So they're the only ones that are going to have it. Oh, I want to play the third God of War game in this new series. Yeah, $200. Wait, what? I'm not paying $200 for that. Oh, well, you should go and buy it somewhere else. Oh, yeah, you can't. Yeah, there are a lot of people that don't... Oh, do I think Sony can get sued by violating antitrust laws? It's already happening. They're already being sued, I think, in the Netherlands. They're being sued for a ton of money because they don't get all the physical, they don't get all the releases. And so without the competition, that's going to be a massive issue. So they are getting sued already. They're getting sued over there for the exact reasons that I just gave. Do I think they'll be sued here? I think that Sony has a lot of connections and props up a lot of things. And I think that if the combination of Morbius, Madam Web, and Craven didn't destroy Sony, PlayStation going all digital isn't going to destroy Sony. So I really don't think they're going to get sued. I think that they could, but I think that if it happens, it's going to be a very like Reckless Ben-esque suing where it's like, we investigated this and we got 100,000 people to do $1,000 class action lawsuits. You know what I mean? So I think it's going to be independent people complaining about it. I hate that we won't have physical games, and I may switch to something else. I may switch to a different console. I love my PS5 and PS4, especially because I was lucky enough to get the Spider-Man PS5. I'll show that to you guys sometime. Actually, next week. Oh, actually, I'll show it to you next week because I want to unbox my super cool collector's edition of the PS5 Spider-Man 2 in honor of Spider-Man coming out next week. I'm very excited for Spider-Man Brand New Day. I think it's going to be pretty cool. But yeah, man, the PlayStation is just like, and I find it fascinating because Xbox, even though they had 3,200 layoffs the other week, well, 1,600 and then 1,600 are happening, I think, by the end of the year or by June of next year. That we talked about it in a live stream a couple weeks ago. The crazy thing is Xbox has been delivering on almost all of its promises. PlayStation has delivered on almost none of its promises. So, food for thought. It's a couple thoughts on PlayStation. I do have one more announcement before we jump off the stream here. I have one more announcement, and that is we are going to be splitting this stream into 2 streams. So you get double me. Aren't you so excited? Now there are 2 of them. Put in the comments what movie that's from. Say it. Say it now. Let me see it. Who knows what movie that's from? Now there are 2 of them. Tell me what movie it's from. Come on, guys. Come on. Tell me in the comments, what movie is it from? We're going to be splitting this stream into 2. So Tuesday nights from 9 to 11, we're going to talk about current events. And we're going to talk about things happening. So we're going to update on Reckless Ben and the Lego situation. We're going to talk about games. We're going to talk about movies. We're going to talk about trailers. We're going to talk about how to build a trailer. We're going to talk about how to live in a trailer that you built. We're going to talk about just mainly things with trailers. I'm kidding. Obviously, we're going to talk about all the entertainment and fun news that you have come to expect from this stream. We're going to talk about that for 2 hours on Tuesday. And then on Fridays, we're just going to do Bad Movie Bingo. So Tuesday, come in, hang out, talk about the news, talk about what the heck is going on in our crazy world. And then on Friday, we'll have a chill Friday night Bad Movie Bingo sesh, which tonight, unfortunately, we could not have because YouTube does not want me to watch Doggone Adventure. What the frick? Good job, Jackson. Which Star Wars? Good shot, Jackson. Tell me what movie that's from. That is actually from Star Wars. Yeah, what movie is it from, though? Which Star Wars movie? Can you guess? I'll give you a massive hint in a minute. So yeah, we're going to do 2 streams a week now, and it's going to be super fun. I really am excited to hang out with you guys more, and it's an extra hour of me every week because I heard you. I heard you saying we just don't get enough Ian, bro. We just don't get enough, and here you go. We're going to get more, and it's going to be really fun. I'm very excited about this change, actually. It's a very small change, but you guys know me. I mean, honestly, if we go for 2 hours, I'd be shocked. If we don't go longer than that, I'd be shocked. You guys know I'm a talker. Yes, good job, Jackson. Nice shot, Jackson. 'Tis from the Phantom Menace. Indeed. And I'm going to pin your comment. Well done. Well done, Jackson. Will they be the same time or will they be different? I'm kind of toying around with the time. I have to stream like after my kids go to bed because I'm in the basement, and if they're like walking around or running around, then there's a lot of like boom, 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 boom. Even though the older boys tend to stay up and watch the stream, the kids that you see in our like Dorito challenges and stuff, they like to stay up late and watch the stream. But yeah, so it's hard for me to do the stream before like 9 p.m. But the hope is with the current events and Bad Movie Bingo being split, then we could be done by like 11. And so it's not like super late. So it'll be more like this stream. So yeah, there'll be slightly different streams, But yeah, I think that'll be super fun. And just as a reminder, the new Spider-Man Brand New Day parody trailer is coming out tomorrow at 8 a.m. I'm a late riser too, so I totally get it if you're not up in time to watch it. But if you have a couple minutes, it's literally 2 minutes long. If you have a couple minutes in your day tomorrow, please feel free to give it a watch. If you know anybody that would want to watch it, feel free to send it to them. And hey, with your extra hour tonight, I did release 2 long-form videos on Reckless Ben this week, so I wouldn't mind if you guys checked them out. They are kind of not performing super well, which is interesting to me. The shorts are still doing really good, but yeah, those long forms are just like, it's bizarre. It's bizarre. But yeah, if you guys have time and you want to support, please feel free to check out those videos. Give me a like, shoot me a comment. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for joining me on the stream. I really appreciate you guys being here. As always, I read every comment and I appreciate every single like. So feel free to share your thoughts on anything that we've talked about tonight. I'm so sorry we didn't get to play Bad Movie Bingo. YouTube hates Bad Movie Bingo. I'm just kidding. They actually love it. The skateboard kid stream has like over 2,000 views just randomly for no reason. I don't know. Which is cool. I don't know. I don't really expect a lot from these streams. I just expect to come on here and have fun with you guys. So that's the whole point of it. But so when you do your bad movie thing, are you going to dress up as your Dr. Disaster and will mistake you for Dr. Clayton Forrest? Whoa! 2 deep pocket pulls right there. No, I'm probably not going to dress up as Dr. Disaster because Dr. Disaster is currently in a box being shipped to whatever our first location is for the Ninja Kids tour. The new Ninja Kids tour is happening for 2 weeks, starting August 21st through September 4th. I kind of pulled those dates out of my butt, and I think they're right. So yeah, we're touring again, and that's where the Dr. Disaster costume is gone. I do still have the cane, though. I do still have the light-up cane here, so I'll have to travel with that, which I'm very excited about. It's so fun traveling on a plane with irregularly shaped objects. I didn't mean for that to sound dirty. Yeah, so fun times. Thanks for being here. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.